Welcome to another Library of Divine Echoes deep dive, where we explore the depths of the mind, soul, and universe through the art of words and the power of insight. I'm your host, Christopher Little, and today we'll be diving into the world of tarot, specifically the Major Arcana of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. As we journey through these 22 archetypal cards, we'll uncover the profound symbolism, meanings, and spiritual insights they offer. And at the end of this episode, I'll guide you through a meditative experience designed to aid you on your own fool's journey. So find a comfortable space, settle in, and let's embark on this mystical exploration together. The Rider-Waite Tarot deck, created by artist Pamela Coleman Smith and mystic A.E. Waite, has become one of the most popular and widely used tarot decks in the world. The Major Arcana consists of 22 cards, each depicting a different archetypal figure or scene. These cards represent the journey of the Fool, an archetypal character who embarks on a path of self-discovery and enlightenment. From the Fool's first step to the completion of the journey with the World card, the Major Arcana guides us through the various stages of life, growth, and transformation. The Fool's journey is a metaphor for the human experience, a path we all walk in our quest for knowledge, wisdom, and self-awareness. Let's begin our exploration of each card in the Major Arcana, starting with the Fool. 0. The Fool. The Fool represents new beginnings, spontaneity, and a leap of faith. He stands at the edge of a cliff, ready to embark on an unknown adventure, carrying only a small bag and accompanied by a loyal dog. The Fool teaches us to embrace the unknown and trust in the journey ahead. Symbolism. The Fool represents new beginnings, innocence, and potential. The figure is often depicted standing at the edge of a cliff, symbolizing the leap of faith into the unknown. The small bag on his staff represents the minimal baggage or preconceived notions he carries, and the dog signifies loyalty and protection. 1. The Magician. The Magician symbolizes willpower, manifestation, and resourcefulness. With one hand pointing to the sky and the other to the earth, he bridges the gap between the spiritual and material realms. The Magician reminds us of our ability to shape our reality through focused intention and action. Symbolism. The Magician embodies willpower, manifestation, and resourcefulness. The figure often holds a wand pointed to the sky, while the other hand points to the earth, symbolizing the connection between the spiritual and material realms. The table with the 4 elemental tools, cup, pentacle, sword, wand, indicates the ability to harness and utilize all elements of life. 2. The High Priestess. The High Priestess embodies intuition, mystery, and inner wisdom. She sits between 2 pillars holding a scroll and surrounded by symbols of the moon and water. The High Priestess encourages us to trust our inner voice and seek knowledge from within. Symbolism. The High Priestess represents intuition, mystery, and hidden knowledge. She is often depicted sitting between 2 pillars, Boaz and Jashin, holding a scroll partially covered by her robe, symbolizing esoteric wisdom. The crescent moon at her feet signifies the subconscious and the inner workings of the mind. 3. The Empress. The Empress represents fertility, creativity, and nurturing. She is depicted in a lush, natural setting, symbolizing abundance and the cycles of life. The Empress invites us to embrace our creative potential and nurture our dreams into reality. Symbolism. The Empress symbolizes fertility, creativity, and nurturing. She is often depicted in a lush garden, representing abundance and natural growth. The crown of stars on her head signifies divine influence and the interconnectedness of life. 4. The Emperor. The Emperor stands for authority, structure, and stability. Seated on a throne, he holds a scepter and an orb, symbolizing his control and leadership. The Emperor teaches us the importance of discipline, order, and taking responsibility for our actions. Symbolism. The Emperor stands for authority, structure, and stability. Seated on a throne adorned with ram's heads, symbolizing Aries and leadership, he holds an orb and scepter, representing his dominion and power. The mountains in the background symbolize solidity and endurance. 5. The Hierophant. The Hierophant represents tradition, spirituality, and education. He is often depicted as a religious figure, guiding two followers. The Hierophant encourages us to seek spiritual guidance, respect tradition, and share knowledge with others. Symbolism. The Hierophant represents tradition, spirituality, and institutional knowledge. Often depicted in religious garb with two acolytes before him, he symbolizes the transfer of sacred wisdom and the importance of established structures and beliefs. 6. The Lovers. The Lovers card symbolizes love, relationships, and choices. It depicts a couple standing before an angel, surrounded by natural beauty. The Lovers remind us of the power of love and the importance of making choices aligned with our true values. Symbolism. The Lovers card symbolizes love, relationships, and choices. The couple stands before an angel, representing divine blessing and guidance. The tree of life behind the man and the tree of knowledge behind the woman symbolize different paths and choices in life. 7. The Chariot. The Chariot signifies determination, victory, and control. A figure stands in a chariot pulled by two sphinxes, representing opposing forces. The Chariot teaches us to harness our inner strength, maintain focus, and overcome obstacles in our path. Symbolism. The Chariot signifies determination, victory, and control. The figure driving the chariot often holds no reins, symbolizing mastery through willpower. The black and white sphinxes pulling the chariot represent opposing forces that must be balanced. 8. Strength. The Strength card embodies courage, compassion, and inner power. It depicts a woman gently taming a lion, symbolizing the balance between strength and gentleness. Strength reminds us to face challenges with grace and to trust in our inner resilience. Symbolism. The Strength card embodies courage, compassion, and inner power. The woman taming the lion represents the gentle control of primal instincts and the strength found in calmness and patience. The infinity symbol above her head signifies infinite potential and inner balance. 9. The Hermit. The Hermit represents introspection, solitude, and wisdom. He is shown holding a lantern, illuminating his path as he seeks deeper understanding. The Hermit encourages us to take time for self-reflection and to seek the light within. Symbolism. The Hermit represents introspection, solitude, and wisdom. Holding a lantern, he lights the way, symbolizing the search for inner knowledge. The staff he carries represents support and guidance on his spiritual journey. 10. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune signifies cycles, destiny, and change. A wheel adorned with various symbols spins, reminding us of the ever-changing nature of life. The Wheel of Fortune teaches us to embrace the ups and downs and trust in the flow of the universe. Symbolism. The Wheel of Fortune signifies cycles, destiny, and change. The turning wheel, often adorned with various symbols, represents the constant flux of life and the inevitability of change. The figures around the wheel, typically a sphinx, snake, and Anubis, symbolize different forces at play. 11. Justice. The Justice card stands for fairness, truth, and balance. A figure holds a sword and scales, representing the importance of making just decisions. Justice reminds us to act with integrity and to seek balance in all aspects of life. Symbolism. The Justice card stands for fairness, truth, and balance. The figure holds a sword and scales, representing the necessity of impartial judgment and the importance of equilibrium. The square on her crown symbolizes well-ordered thoughts. 12. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man symbolizes surrender, perspective, and enlightenment. A figure hangs upside down, seeing the world from a new angle. The Hanged Man teaches us the value of letting go and gaining new insights through non-resistance. Symbolism. The Hanged Man symbolizes surrender, perspective, and enlightenment. The figure hanging upside down signifies a different viewpoint and the idea of gaining insight through suspension or letting go. The halo around his head represents spiritual awakening. 13. Death. The Death card represents transformation, endings, and rebirth. It depicts a skeletal figure on horseback, signaling the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. Death teaches us to embrace change and recognize the opportunities for growth that come with it. Symbolism. The Death card represents transformation, endings, and rebirth. The skeletal figure on horseback signifies the end of one phase and the beginning of another, symbolizing the cycle of life, death, and renewal. The rising sun in the background represents new opportunities following an ending. 14. Temperance. Temperance embodies balance, harmony, and moderation. An angel pours water between two cups, symbolizing the blending of opposites. Temperance reminds us to find harmony within ourselves and to practice patience and moderation in all things. Symbolism. Temperance embodies balance, harmony, and moderation. The angel pouring water between two cups symbolizes the blending of opposites and the practice of patience and equilibrium. The path leading to the mountains in the background signifies a journey towards higher knowledge. 15. The Devil. The Devil signifies temptation, bondage, and materialism. It depicts a horned figure with chains, symbolizing the traps of excessive desire. The Devil teaches us to recognize and overcome our unhealthy attachments and behaviors. Symbolism. The Devil signifies temptation, bondage, and materialism. The horned figure with chains represents the traps of excessive desire and the consequences of succumbing to lower impulses. The inverted pentagram on his forehead symbolizes the misuse of power. 16. The Tower. The Tower represents sudden upheaval, revelation, and liberation. A tower struck by lightning crumbles, symbolizing the breaking down of false structures. The Tower teaches us the importance of embracing change and seeing the truth behind illusions. Symbolism. The Tower represents sudden upheaval, revelation, and liberation. The crumbling tower struck by lightning symbolizes the destruction of false structures and the sudden release from illusion. The falling figures represent the fall from ignorance. 17. The Star. The star embodies hope, inspiration, and healing. A figure pours water from two vessels, symbolizing renewal and spiritual nourishment. The star encourages us to remain hopeful and to trust in the healing power of the universe. Symbolism. The star embodies hope, inspiration, and healing. The figure pouring water from two vessels symbolizes the renewal of the spirit and the nourishment of life. The stars in the sky represent divine guidance and the infinite possibilities of the universe. 18. The Moon. The moon signifies intuition, illusion, and the subconscious. It depicts a moonlit landscape with a path leading through shadows. The moon reminds us to navigate our inner landscapes and to trust in the wisdom of our subconscious minds. Symbolism. The moon signifies intuition, illusion, and the subconscious. The moonlit landscape with a path leading through shadows represents the journey through the unknown and the exploration of inner realms. The crawfish emerging from the water symbolizes the subconscious rising to the surface. 19. The Sun. The sun represents joy, vitality, and success. A radiant sun shines down on a joyous child, symbolizing the power of positivity and achievement. The sun teaches us to embrace our inner light and to celebrate our accomplishments. Symbolism. The sun represents joy, vitality, and success. The radiant sun shining down on a joyous child symbolizes the power of positivity and the triumph of light over darkness. The sunflowers in the background signify growth and abundance. 20. Judgment. Judgment embodies awakening, renewal, and self-evaluation. It depicts figures rising from their graves, called to a higher purpose. Judgment reminds us to reflect on our actions, seek forgiveness, and embrace new beginnings. Symbolism. Judgment embodies awakening, renewal, and self-evaluation. The figures rising from their graves symbolize the call to a higher purpose and the embrace of new beginnings. The angel blowing the trumpet represents the divine call to transformation. 21. The World. The world signifies completion, wholeness, and fulfillment. A figure dances within a wreath, symbolizing the successful completion of the fool's journey. The world teaches us to celebrate our achievements and to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Symbolism. The world signifies completion, wholeness, and fulfillment. The figure dancing with the wreath symbolizes the successful completion of the fool's journey and the attainment of unity and harmony. The four figures in the corners, eagle, lion, bull, angel, represent the four elements and the interconnectedness of all things. Now that we've explored the Major Arcana of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, let's embark on a guided meditation designed to aid you on your own fool's journey. Find a comfortable space where you can relax and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, allow yourself to let go of any tension or distractions. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a cliff, just like the fool. Feel the fresh breeze on your face and the excitement of the unknown ahead. With a sense of trust and wonder, take a step forward and begin your journey. As you walk, you encounter the Magician, who reminds you of your ability to manifest your desires and shape your reality. Feel the power within you as you continue on your path. Next, you meet the High Priestess, who invites you to listen to your intuition and seek wisdom from within. Take a moment to connect with your inner voice and trust in its guidance. You then come across the Empress, who encourages you to embrace your creativity and nurture your dreams. Feel the abundance of life around you as you continue to walk. As you journey further, you meet the Emperor, who teaches you the importance of structure and responsibility. Feel a sense of stability and confidence as you move forward. The Hierophant appears, guiding you to seek spiritual knowledge and to share your wisdom with others. Take a moment to reflect on your own spiritual path and the lessons you've learned. You encounter the Lovers, who remind you of the power of love and the importance of making choices that align with your true values. Feel the warmth of love and connection as you continue on your path. Next, you meet the Chariot, who teaches you the importance of determination and control. Feel a sense of victory and confidence as you move forward with purpose. You then encounter Strength, who embodies courage and inner power. Feel a sense of calm and resilience as you face any challenges that come your way. As you journey further, you meet the Hermit, who encourages you to seek wisdom within. Take a moment to reflect and connect with your inner light. The Wheel of Fortune appears, reminding you of the cycles of life and the ever-changing nature of existence. Embrace the flow of the universe and trust in the journey. You then meet Justice, who stands for fairness and truth. Feel a sense of balance and clarity as you continue on your path. Next, you encounter the Hanged Man, who symbolizes surrender and new perspectives. Take a moment to let go and see the world from a different angle. You then meet Death, who represents transformation and rebirth. Embrace the opportunity for growth and change. As you journey further, you encounter Temperance, who embodies balance and harmony. Feel a sense of peace and moderation as you move forward. The Devil appears, reminding you to recognize and overcome any unhealthy attachments or behaviors. Feel a sense of liberation as you continue on your path. You then meet the Tower, who represents revelation and liberation. Embrace the truth and let go of any false structures. Next, you encounter the Star, who embodies hope and healing. Feel a sense of inspiration and renewal as you continue on your journey. You then meet the Moon, who signifies intuition and the subconscious. Trust in your inner wisdom and navigate your inner landscapes. As you journey further, you encounter the Sun, who represents joy and success. Embrace your inner light and celebrate your accomplishments. Next, you meet Judgment, who stands for awakening and renewal. Reflect on your actions and embrace new beginnings. Finally, you reach the World, who signifies completion, and fulfillment. Celebrate your achievements and recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the sense of completion and fulfillment that comes with the end of the Fool's journey. Remember that this journey is ongoing, and each step you take brings you closer to greater understanding and enlightenment. Thank you for joining me on this mystical exploration of the Major Arcana of the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I hope this episode has provided you with insights and inspiration for your own journey. Remember to trust in the process, embrace the lessons, and celebrate your progress along the way. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and stay spiritual.